Laws are changing. Minds are changing. Why? Everything is changing. So you and I must consider that we're living in very, very changing times. And what might be true today may not be true tomorrow. And without any further ado, I present to you Brother Minister Malcolm. And I pray that you and I will listen, hear, and understand. Thank you.
Feel good to you, so good to you. Feel good to you, so good to you. America ain't been the same ever since they took Malcolm out. Followed his moves and planted bugs all throughout the house. Found freedom in jail, Islam in the cell. Spoke to the prophet Elijah, watched the conch out his hair. A new refined soldier walking the streets of Harlem, man, it feel like 65, walking that boulevard again. My status in the game ain't up for any argument. Militantly minded, you only strong as your armor is. When the revolution come, then they'll probably hide. Wanna be martyrs, ain't ready for their homicide. Meanwhile, I'm in the basement, back and forth pacing, trying to get the knowledge that the Bible and Quran provides. Politicking with my mans out on Stanley Ave. Hope this message reaches to where my biological family's at. Cause when I freestyle, my flows upon any track, they say that's too much power for just one man to have.
I'm Malcolm X.
Feel good to you.
I'm Malcolm X.
So good to you.
You don't have a revolution in which you love your enemy.
Feel good to
And
you.
you don't have a revolution in which you are
So
begging
good to
systems of exploitation to integrate you
Feel
into
good to
it.
you.
Revolutions overturn systems.
So good to you.
Revolutions destroy systems.
It's an eye for an eye again, tooth for a tooth again. By any means necessary, back up in that booth again. Back up on that truth again, accurate maneuvering. Taking rhyme books from whack MCs and roofing them. Officer, please observe my skin tone. Black is beautiful, you think I'm lying, you can get gone. Soul is like a gemstone, hellfire and brimstone. Knowledge keep being dropped like calls from a sprint phone. Activists identified, best stop being gentrified. If you feeling nervous on the circuit, get electrified. This be Malik El Shabazz in his prime, and all I need is Betty, and I'm ready for the rhyme. I got the ghost of Malcolm X in the vocal booth. The revolution of the century is long overdue. Lectures to the students, and I'm giving them the overview. Chicken come home to roost each time we expose the truth. Yeah, feel good to you, so good to you.
America preaches integration and practices segregation. This is the only difference. They don't practice what they preach. Whereas South Africa preaches and practices the same thing. I have more respect for a man who lets me know where he stands, even if he's wrong, than the one who comes up like an angel and is nothing but a devil.
I went to sleep thinking of a process for progress. Woke up with the blueprint to humble the obnoxious. Loyal HumUni, that we linked up with the science. Reapplied the design, edited and redesigned it. This is the battleground I place my feet and stomp on. The path to heaven's probably the craziest streets to walk on. I listen to the speeches and debates and get inspired. We gotta take it higher. Yeah.
Whether it was nobler in the mind of man to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, moderation, or to take up arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing, end them. And I go for that. If you take up arms, you'll end it. But if you sit around and wait for the one who's in power to make up his mind that he should end it, you'll be waiting a long time. And in my opinion, the young generation of whites, blacks, browns, whatever else there is, you're living at a time of extremism, a time of revolution, a time when there's got to be a change. People in power have misused it, and now there has to be a change, and a better world has to be built, and the only way it's going to be built is with extreme methods. And I, for one, will join in with anyone, don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth. Thank you.
Malcolm X, you, all of you, and you, Malcolm